President Duterte's administration made notable achievements in Philippines' infrastructure development and strengthens the COVID-19 response and economic recovery, as the country continues to face global challenges. In the past 6 years of rebuilding the country, Philippines' infrastructure significantly improved, especially in the sector of aviation, railways, maritime, bridges, urban development, and roads and expressways. Build, Build, Build is the Duterte's administration's centerpiece program to usher the Philippines into its golden age of infrastructure. It intends to bridge the country's huge infrastructure gap, which has long been identified as a major factor for the high cost of doing business in the country. The program aims to encourage investments, facilitate job creation, boost economic growth, and improve the quality of life in both urban and rural communities. From 2016 to 2022, the ambitious projects were initially projected to cost around 9 trillion pesos, or around $180 billion, and is expected to account for 7% of the country's GDP by 2022. With the government's infrastructure drive, the share of infrastructure disbursements to total GDP increases from 3.9% in 2016 to 5.4% in 2019. For obligation-based infrastructure outlays, Duterte's administration outperformed the 4 previous administrations, allotting an average of 6.2% to the country's GDP, compared to 3% during the Aquino's administration. Here are the biggest projects in the country that rebuild the states of Philippines' infrastructure's network, that serve as the nation's strong foundation for a progressive and lasting economy. The long-neglected, but much-needed Philippines rail infrastructure now experience its rebirth, as the Philippine government through the Department of Transportation heavily invested on railway projects which cost the country up to $36 billion. The biggest rail infrastructure project in the country is the $15 billion PNR North-South commuter railway projects, envisioned as a 163-kilometer suburban railway network, connecting Clark and New Clark City to Calamba City in Laguna. To answer the increasing demand for air travel, both from domestic and international passengers, the Philippine government expand and build new airports for the convenience of local and foreign passengers, and to unlock its business and tourism potential for the benefits of its dynamic economy. Among these, is the new Manila International Airport, an airport designed to handle 200 million passengers, built on 2,500 hectares, as part of the envisioned 12,000 hectares of Aerotropolis. This green airport city will cost $15 billion and will be built by San Miguel Corporation without any government subsidies. New Manila International Airport in Bulacan will be the first pacesetter for green cities in the country, addressing social and environmental concerns, to be both sustainable and equitable. The airport will be designed by world-renowned urban planner John Palafox Jr. Other monumental rail project in the country is the Metro Manila Subway project, the most ambitious project under Duterte's administration, as it was dubbed as the Philippines Project of the Century. The $7 billion fully underground mass rail transit project, stretching 25.3-kilometer subway, with 17 stations, will run from Mindanao Avenue in Valenzuela City to the FTI compound in Taguig City, with a spur connecting to the Ninoy Aquino International Airport. In the road and expressway sector, Laguna Lakeshore Road Network Project is the most expensive road project in the country, costing 177.9 billion pesos or around $3.6 billion. This 37.6-kilometer new road network, at the western side of the Laguna Lake connecting Lower Becutan, Taguig City and Calamba City. The biggest bridge project in the Philippines is the Bata and Cavite Interlink Bridge, costing 175.7 billion pesos project or around $3.6 billion. Soon to be Southeast Asia's longest iconic bridge, will connect Bata to Cavite, spanning a total length of 32.15 km. Another game-changing project of Metro Manila is one of the country's largest and most ambitious infrastructure projects. The construction of the 18-kilometer stretch of the Skyway Stage 3 project, that provide direct link to North Luzon Expressway and South Luzon Expressway, and to Ninoy Aquino International Airport via the Naya Expressway without passing through the busiest thoroughfare in the metro. Meanwhile, the construction of the 8.9-kilometer Cebu-Cordova Link Expressway is now on its last stretch with just 10% left before project completion. The 30 billion pesos toll bridge, which will be opening to motorists this year, will use an electronic toll collection system to provide safe and seamless travel. The most ambitious project of urban development in the Philippines is the conversion of 9,450 hectares property in Clark into New Clark City. Envisioned to become the newest economic hub of Asia, the proposed metropolis, located 100 kilometers north of Manila, with plans to cover 9,450 hectares, and could accommodate as many as 1.2 million people. The Phase 1 of the project, which housed the satellite government offices and a first-class sport village, was completed in 2019. Clark Global City is a state-of-the-art, 177-hectare master-planned, mixed-use business center of excellence in Clark, Pampanga. Developed for smart, safe and sustainable development. Currently it houses premium and Grade E office buildings, upmarket retail outlets, contemporary academic centers, sports centers, and urban park. Among others, the MRT Line 7. A mass rail transit system with 14 stations, stretching 22.8 km from North Avenue Common Station to San Jose del Monte, Bulacan. The $1.5 billion project overall progress rate, now at 62% complete. The LRT-1 Cavite extension, an 11.7 km extension of rail system between Baclaran and Bacoor, Cavite. The $1.3 billion project was at 61.6% as of December. The Makati Intra-City Subway, a 10-kilometer under-construction underground rapid transit line located in Makati City, Metro Manila, that will link establishments across the city's business district, costing $2.5 billion. The 105-kilometer Phase 1 of Mindanao Railway System, connecting the 4 cities of Metropolitan Davao. The $1.6 billion project is part of the 1,533-kilometer Mindanao Rail Network. The PNR Bicol, or the South Long Haul Project, costing $2.84 billion, is a 565-kilometer railway network connecting Metro Manila to the southern Luzon provinces of Sorsogon and Batangas. Another monumental airport project in the country is the completion of Clark International Airport Terminal 2. As the center of development in Clark Freeport Zone, which was expanded to accommodate up to 110 million passengers a year. Currently the airport now can accommodate 12.2 million passengers annually. Envisioned to be Asia's next premier gateway, Clark International Airport newly completed terminal building will feature a world-class and cutting-edge airport technology. First of the kind in the country, to use contactless technology for baggage handling, passenger check-in and check-out facilities, and electronic immigration system among others. Others completed airport projects includes, the Terminal 2 of Mactan Cebu International Airport, one of the best airport in Asia. The new Bohol Panglao International Airport, dubbed as the first eco-airport in the Philippines and the country's green gateway. And Bicol International Airport, known as the most scenic gateway of the country. In Metro Manila alone, 4 major reclamation projects obtained approval from the national government, and now on progress. The Navotas Boulevard Business Park is an under-construction commercial and business center in Navotas. It will rise on 650-hectare reclaimed land, and has been under construction since 2019. Horizon Manila is an upcoming mixed-use planned community to be built on a 419-hectare reclaimed land in Manila Bay. The main highlight of the city is the Canal Park, a unique and enriching features that will define the lives of all its residents. The Canal Park not only connects the 3 islands, but also provides Horizon with a public park at its core that stretches all the way to the water's edge, ensuring that Manila Bay sunset will be always belong to the public. Manila's Solar City, is a proposed mixed-use development to be built on a 148-hectare reclaimed land in Manila Bay adjacent to the north of the cultural center of the Philippines complex and west of the Manila Yacht Club. SM New Bay City, a vision of 726 hectare of reclaimed land to raise along 9.2 km of Manila Bay shoreline. As a modern masterplan development, creating a premier Asian destination in the Philippines. A truly global city, the city of the future. The construction of the 7.3 billion pesos Panguil Bay Bridge is ongoing at full steam. This 3.2-kilometer bridge will provide direct access to Lanao del Norte and Misamis Occidental. Another bridge project is the Panglao-Tagbilaran City Offshore Connector Bridge. This will be the third bridge, connecting mainland to the island of Panglao. The 4-lane bridge is 1.2 kilometers long with 2 short span bridges, and a 1.3 kilometer access road. And the Davao-Samal Connector Bridge, a 2-way 4-lane 3.86 kilometer bridge in southern corridor to connect the island garden city of Samal to Davao City. The 23.3 billion pesos NLEX connector project is an 8-kilometer, elevated 4-lane toll expressway, extending the NLEX southward from the end of Segment 10 in C3 Road in Caloocan City, to PUP Santa Mesa Manila, and connecting to the Skyway Stage 3, and mostly traversing the PNR rail track. Another project is the Southeast Metro Manila Expressway, is new toll road project that will connect the province of Rizal to the rest of Metro Manila and Calabarzon. Southeast Metro Manila Expressway spans 34 kilometers of semi-elevated 2x3-lane tollway from Skyway FTI to Batasang Pambanza complex in Quezon City. NLEX Harbor Link. The project involves the 21.6 kilometers extension of the NLEX eastward from Valenzuela City to M. Lopez Boulevard, R10. And westward from Valenzuela City to Commonwealth Avenue in Quezon City. Segment 10 is the second and final component of the NLEX Harbor Link. This engineering marvel will serve as a bridge to the harbor area, reducing travel time to NLEX Valenzuela to Radial Road 10 from 23 minutes to just 11 minutes, enabling unimpeded delivery of goods, 24/7. By numbers, a total of 31,977 kilometers of road projects which included construction, maintenance, widening, upgrading, and rehabilitation have been completed from July 2016 to September 2021. More than 6,300 bridge projects and 12,394 flood control projects were completed to spur economic growth in different regions and enable a more disaster-resilient nation. From July 2016 to November 2021, a total of 233 airport projects and 484 seaport projects were completed, which included construction, maintenance, widening, upgrading, and rehabilitation. And among other projects, the Philippines is rebuilding its nations to become an advanced economy in a short span as possible.